tag. Very nice, very evil.
Yeah, that's tag shit.
Free fall as I die through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
Welcome. Tag Nation to another episode of Hot Tag where me, Scoot Briscoe of the IWC, will talk about this past weekend in the WWE. Bars, as some would like to say. Saturday, we had Bash in Berlin, and Sunday, we had NXT No Mercy. And we here to talk about them both. And yes, I said we because joining with me today is 1/3 of the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas and 1/2 of the Nerd Terror Twins, Erana and Sita. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? I'm here. I'm ready.
Now, I know it's not often that we have a lady presence here on the channel, but when we do, y'all make sure y'all show her the utmost disrespect. Utmost respect. Because if you show her disrespect, we'll come for you in the comments.
Facts.
We will come for you in the comments. And like I said, Bash in Berlin, Saturday in Berlin, Germany, and it was a show. It was a show. It was full of some highs, some lows, some title changes, some retains, and two men who decided to beat the shit out of each other for our own entertainment. First up, to get into this show, for that undisputed WWE Championship, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus one Kevin Owens. Erana and Sita, how was you feeling about this match?
Now, normally, y'all know I'm not as fond of Kevin Owens, okay? I'm not. However, that man, he fought for his life out there with his friend. And I will say that was a hell of a match. I was at the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my goodness, because again, beyond the physicality of it, that's still your friend. And there was a lot of internal conflict playing there. Like, I was for it. It was a good ass match.
Now, I noticed the key word you were saying in that was friend, because going into this match, could Kevin Owens be trusted? Because if you know Kevin Owens' history, him and the word friend don't get along because he tends to betray his friends. Sami Zayn, 2 occasions. Chris Jericho, Kofi Kingston, even though he has apologized to Kofi because he said, hey, Kofi didn't deserve that vitriol. He just wanted the title. But now it was like, can Kevin be trusted against his friend, Cody Rhodes? And like Erana Sita was saying, they went out there and put on the show. Especially for it to open up the whole PLE. They kept it simple. They kept it hard hitting. And might I add, very entertaining.
Yep.
But ultimately, it did lead to Cody Rhodes retaining, hitting that crossroads, laying KO flat on his back, looking up at the ceiling. And then after the match, it was like, uh-oh. Could KO still betray Cody? Nope. KO went over, gave him a hug, handshake, rose his arms and say, hey, here's your champion, ladies and gentlemen. And for the first time in a long time, KO didn't turn on a friend. As of now.
Right. As of now, is he turning over a new leaf or will he go back to his old ways? Got to tune in to find out,
Got to tune in to find out. Now, as I said before, we normally don't get a lady presence here on this channel like this. So, for the first time, I'm going to let Erana and Sita take it away when we talk about this next match. It is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. You have the unholy union of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn defending against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Take it away, Erana and Sita.
Now, let me start by saying this, y'all. Before y'all come for me in the comments, we
will come back, baby. Y'all
Yes.
come for her in them comments. We will come for y'all.
Exactly. The unholy union is a group of talented women, okay? I believe in their talent. I support their talent. However, my hat is always in the ring with Bianca and the beautiful Jade. Okay. Number one, they're gonna look the part, and they are amazing athletes. Amazing athletes. They give their all every time they step into that ring, and they are a powerhouse duo, and I absolutely love it. Again, not saying or shitting on the unholy union at all. They are good people. They are. However, when I say that Jade and Bianca brought it, they brought it. Not just brought it from the back. They brought it from down the street on the bus. Okay, they brought it
America back to Germany.
And they was like, this is what we do. And they looked fucking fabulous doing it. And as a lady, I think that's very important. Look fabulous while you're doing it and show them who you are. Show them who you are. And Bianca and Jade show up and they show them who they are. And they got them that belt back. And when I say that, my neighbors were probably like, what is happening in her house? Because I was screaming at the top of my voice because I was so excited and I love them. That was a good match. And I am so happy that Jade and Bianca got the belt back.
Erana Sita, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, get it on, clap it. Erana Sita, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this next match here, you will have to deposit some serious dough, ducats, bucks, money, coin, euros, pesos. What is the German franc? Whatever.
Wand, whatever.
You're gonna have to deposit some serious of it because this next match featured CM Punk, Drew McIntyre in a strap match. Now, for those who are uninitiated, a 13-foot leather strap, one arm in one arm is to remain in the strap at one time for each one because they are tethered to each other. And I ain't talking about Jordan Peele and us. They are tethered. Now, of course, the rules of this match, there's no pinfalls, there's no submissions, and there's no giving up. You have to consecutively tap every corner of the ring to get the bell going ding ding in your favor. Now, here it is. Look at the dynamic in the chemical makeup. CM Punk, 6'2", about 230, 240. Then you got this hunk of slab of beef, Drew McIntyre, who is 6'5", 265, 275. And they swinging straps. No. You not hitting me with a leather strap with all your anger and might. I refuse. But Erana, how was you feeling about the violence of this match?
Listen, the fact that Drew McIntyre, that big, beautiful hunk of a man, was picking up the handsome CM Punk as if he was a toddler running away from him in the store just still blows my mind. And he was carrying him about as such. And I just look at that and like, you pick this man up as if he weighs nothing, as if he weighs just 96 pounds. And it's no problem
at times.
Right. And it's no problem to you. And you're like, I don't care. He was out for fucking blood. He was out for blood and he did not care. He came to win. That's what he said. He came to win and he was going to do anything that he needed to do so.
Now, the beauty of this match is it was a legit back and forth. It wasn't a one-sided affair. It wasn't CM completely beating up on Drew or Drew completely beating up on CM. These bands was trading blows back and forth. They was trading spots. But ultimately, what led to the victory was the hate and the vitriol that CM Punk had in his body. What do you mean, Scoop Briscoe? Well, I will tell you. CM Punk proceeded to hit Drew with a GTS. Tapped one turnbuckle. CM Punk then looked at a prone Drew McIntyre and was like, oh, no. I have to do more. Picked him up again. Blow. Another GTS. Boom. Tapped the next turnbuckle. turned around, looked at Drew again. I'ma hit him with another GTS. Wow. Tapped the third turnbuckle. Turned back, looked at Drew McIntyre and was like, y'all think he had enough, Germany? He said, no, he didn't have enough, and then hit him with a fourth GTS. And blow. Tap the fourth turnbuckle, bam. Got the dub. Now, at this point in the match, they have been hit with everything. And for him to have the strength to lift up Drew that many times and hit him with GTSs is amazing.
It is astonishing. I could never. It would never work. As soon as I try to lift up someone like that, there would just be liquid poop coming down my leg. I could never. And he did it multiple times. Again, showing out the athleticism of the people that do this wrestling. They're amazing. Okay? They are amazing.
And then after the match was over with, CM looked at Drew and said, hey, I'm leaving with something. He proceeded to take the bracelet back. His beloved and coveted bracelet. He proceeded to take it back and was like, deuces, Drew, as you lay here in a heap. I'm out with the dub and my bracelet. What you gonna do? Well, if you watch Monday Night Raw, you will see what Drew did. And we won't tell you. You have to look at it for yourself.
Yep.
Now this next match was brewing. It was brewing like a steaming pot of gumbo. But it wasn't delicious flavors. It was a pot of gumbo of hate. And if you don't know what that reference means, I don't either. Because I'm going to just say what I want to make it entertaining. Mixed tag team match. Dirty Dom, Daddy Dom, Liv Morgan, the women's champion, versus the Terror Twins of Damian Priest and the one Rhea Ripley. When I tell you, Rhea and Damian wanted blood, they wanted every piece, and they wanted the whole pie and cake. They wanted everything.
Yep.
Go on, give us your thoughts and feelings, Zero and Caesar.
Listen, let me tell you something, okay? Now I want you to know that all four of these wrestlers, I like them. Even Dirty Dom, you know, he has his own character. However, if I was Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan, I would not go up against the Terror Twins for any reason. For any reason, I'd be like, you know what? My bad. I see that you're angry. I don't want no parts of your retaliation. You got Rhea Ripley, who not only is just pissed because Liv exists, but she's pissed because she was betrayed. Okay. And you got beautiful Damian Priest, who he's always pissed. I'm not going against people who are pissed most of the time. And I don't care why. It doesn't matter. They have rage flowing through their bodies. I would not go up against them because I'm expecting to be injured. Like, I'm expecting this. So kudos to them for even trying to go up against those two very talented, very strong people. Because, child, please.
And just like what Erana was saying, yes, Liv and Dom tried, but ultimately, not only did Liv and Dom get beat up, but the rest of the Judgment Day got beat up because they tried to come out and interfere, but it was not enough.
Nope. Which is humiliating.
Very humiliating. But ultimately, for Rhea to get the pinfall over Liv Morgan. Now, of course, it ain't gonna be the end of the story, but the Terror Twins was able to get a little measure of revenge. Just a little bit. But you know, they still want more.
Of course.
They want it all. All of it.
And I can't be angry with them. I can't be angry with them and what they want. And they're out for blood. Go on and get it.
And then next up, we got the main event of the evening for that World Heavyweight Championship. We have the challenger, the Viper, the Legend Killer, Certified Hall of Famer, Randall Orton, going against the man whose aura stays on infinity. Longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, King of the Ring General himself, Gunther. And when I tell you, when Ludwig Kaiser magically appeared in that ring and was like, hey, Samantha, I got this. The introduction he gave them, that crowd nearly blew the roof off that place.
Yep.
Now, despite everything we mentioned earlier in this show, these two men went in there and was beating the shit out of each other.
Woo.
All in the sake to become world heavyweight champion.
Woo.
All I'm saying is I'm a grown man. But if I take a chop for Gunther, I'm folding like a lawn chair, baby. And he ain't even got to put that much pressure. He could just 10% folding like a lawn chair. There was times he was chopping Randy Orton, and I would have turned around and been like, time out, the match is over. What you mean? Did you not hear that the nosebleeds could hear he just chopped me? You want me to continue? No. No. There was a bash in Berlin because Gunther was bashing all over Randy Orton.
Man.
But the one thing, they was giving each other their all. They was There was times where it was like, the Legend Killer could take it, and there was times like, the Ring General was gonna retain. But when I say they left it all in that ring, they left it all,
teeth and all.
Now the closing moments, Gunther escaped the RKO. He proceeded to chop Randy Orton at his shoulder blades. Randy somehow withstood that. Because I would have been like, oh, nah.
I'm on the floor.
I would have crumpled paper. But then Gunther proceeded to choke that man out, and he left without a shadow of a doubt. Unlike the King of the Ring with the shoulder being up, nope, he left not doubt that he can beat Randy Orton, and he is still your world heavyweight champion. And once again, no, I know what I said about the strap match. I don't want to fight that human who can chop me like I'm being hit with a strap.
Exactly.
Possibly harder. Look at the man's face in that picture. That looks like a face of a man you don't want to fuck with.
Exactly. You don't want him to hit you back.
Not at all. Not at all. And you know, there's a point in time where like fans and stuff used to go up to him and be like, hey, let me get a chop.
Oh, they were crazy.
Oh, yeah. They were crazy.
I need my lungs not collapsed. How about that?
Yeah. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, that was Bash in Berlin. PLE, 5 matches worth watching. If I had to tell you the match that I say you should watch, CM Punk Drew McIntyre strap match, because once again, they went out there and showed their asses.
They did.
Not figuratively. Not literally, but figuratively. But I'm pretty sure Erana would have been happy if it was literally.
I sure would have.
Now, of course, in a month's time, we'll have WWE's next PLE in October with No Mercy. But until then, Sunday, they resurrected again an old property in WWE, No Mercy. Now, of course, No Mercy is one of the best N64 video games of all time. And here it was, They brought it back again this year. And when I say NXT had me just glued to the tube, I was glued to the tube. First match up for the NXT Tag Team Championship. We had the champs, Chase Hughes, Andre Chase, and Big Dick Ridge Holland going to team against Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Because Nathan Frazier and Axiom was like, hey, we want our belts back. Though y'all beat us, but I promise you, we're the better tag team. So they was like, okay, well then let's prove it then for your rematch. And boy, they went out there and had them a duel. They had them a fight.
That they did.
They was going back and forth. And just like how the people like to say, they could have fought all night because they could have fought forever in this one. Now, the closing moments of this match saw them taking that Ridge and them doing what they need to do to pin Andre Chase 1, 2, 3 and to recapture. You heard what I said. Recapture them NXT Tag Team Championships. Yes, Nathan Frazier and Axiom won the belts back. And a shocker.
Yep.
Now, Era and Sita, let them know the real shocker after this match.
The real shocker after this match that had me hollering at my TV was that handsome man that we talked about, Ridge Holland,
Big Dick Ridge,
turned against the entire Chase U. I don't know what was. I said, I immediately text Scoot and said, "What is happening? What is going on?" He is tossing. Poor Riley crumpled in a corner. He didn't throw him into the stairs. He even acted like he was going to strike Thea. What is going on, Ridge? I was in shock. The color drained from my face.
Not only that, he proceeded to pick up Andre Chase, stand him on the announce table. Thea Hale is out there begging and pleading. He looked at Thea Hale right in her eyes, picked Andre Chase up, and hit that Redeemer on the announce table. And then just left.
And didn't care. He didn't even look back.
Left Chase U crumpled and Thea Hale in tears.
Yep.
And then later on in the program, they tried to ask Ridge, hey, what happened? Why did you betray Chase U? You know what Ridge do? Kept it moving. Yep. He didn't say a single solitary word. Kept it moving. That is the makings of a killer.
Yep. He's like a sleeper soldier. They said the code and he woke now. Like, what is going on?
He's like, I'm getting tired of this Chase U bullshit. I'm out. I ain't like school anyway. Now this next match, which I was surprised that it was so early in the card. This is when friends become enemies. You have Wesley versus the newly crowned TNA X Division champion, Zachary Wentz. And these two gentlemen. One thing about Scoot Briscoe will always say, when there are genuine friends, they're going to have genuine duels. And these two men had them a duel. They went out there, looked each other in the eyes, and was like, I'm going to beat your ass. Nope, I'm going to beat your ass. Oh, bet? What we going to see? And we saw. Erana, let them know what you saw in this contest.
What I saw is they are equally matched. Okay, they are both extremely talented. They know each other's moves. They know how each other work. And I saw a bunch of anger and rage and hurt out there on that ring. Okay, I saw a lot of that. That was a crazy emotional match. Crazy emotional. And you know what? I liked it. I liked it. I didn't like the fact that, you know, they friends, they understand each other, so we thought. However, I liked it because they were equals. And it was like, you know what? I honestly, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say this, I felt like the best man won.
Now, what Erana Sita had to say, with the best man winning, the closing moments of this contest saw Lee on top and was kind of like, I'm about to lay it in because I'm putting an end to Zach Wentz. Forget MSK, forget the Rascals. It's all about me, Wesley. Yep, lazy bars. What happened was Wes grabbed the chair and was about to use it. Then we see somebody snatch that chair out of Wes's hands. And who could it be? That damn Trey Miguel of the Rascals. Trey Miguel snatched that chair and was like, no, you will not. I repeat, you will not use this. Which led to Zachary Wentz recovering, getting him back in that ring, and hit his beautiful finisher of the UFO. And when I say it's beautiful, you have to look at it because it is a sight to see.
Yep.
He hit it, and boom. 1, 2, 3. TNA superstar Zachary Wentz beat Wesley in the middle of that ring. To my shock, because I was like, oh, they really did it. They really did it.
Crazy.
Now, after that match was over with and some things happened, Zach and Trey was in the back and was like, well, the Rascals are still together. How about the Rascals try to go for them tag titles? The Rascals. So this coming Tuesday on NXT, we're going to get the Rascals versus Gallus versus... I forgot who the third team was, but it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It's going to be a triple threat match, and the winner will go against the newly crowned, well, as the Rascals called them, Fraxium. Because I looked to Miss Ladybug. I said, did they just call them Fraxium? I was like,
yep.
They just said Fraxium.
Yep.
Now, once again, the beauty of this, you're going to have two matches where I'm going to let Erana Sita take over this next match. For that women's North American Championship, you got the champ, Kalani, going against that newly nightmarish version of Wendy Chu. Let them know, Erana.
Let me tell you something. First of all, shout out to Wendy Chu, because let me tell you something. Okay. Now, y'all know I'm fairly new to NXT, just a few years in. You know what I'm saying? But when I say, number one, her makeup is beautiful and she stays in character better than most. I'm just putting it out there. All right. Now we have the beautiful Kalani Jordan. She is a wonderful athlete. She's a great tumbler of flips. I was worried about her because Wendy Chu.
That's fair.
You said that's enough?
No. I said that's fair to worry.
Yeah. I was worried because Wendy Chu, like on the surface, you get this kind of dark, morbid person. But Wendy Chu got some moves. She kind of thick and she can do some shit. You got to be careful with her. You can't go in automatically thinking, oh, I got this. It's nothing. And sometimes I feel like Kalani has a little bit too much of the big head when it comes to certain people and she underestimates them. So in this match, I was like, oh, Kalani, oh no. Wendy did her thug thizzle, and Kalani, she did pretty good. I will say that because I really, not gonna lie to you, Scoot, I really thought she was gonna go in there and underestimate Wendy and she was gonna lose that belt.
Well, funny enough, originally, when I made my prediction, I said Wendy. But then I was like, no. Let me go and stick with the champ because something just don't feel right about Wendy winning. So I stuck with the champ in this one. So I do agree. There was times where I thought Wendy was going to put a night that she was gonna just go to sleep. But what Wendy Chu did not expect was Tatum Paxley to show up and cause a distraction.
True.
And from that, it led to Kalani going in, doing what she needed to do. She hit a 450. She hit the split-legged moonsault. Wow. And still, your women's North American champ, Kalani. And even Tatum Paxley came in, sat the little Barbie, and was like, I'm here, Wendy. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
But I will say in the future, Kalani needs to be careful. She needs to be careful. If she want to keep that belt, she needs to be careful.
Now this next match. We talked about beef earlier with Drew McIntyre. But this match here, big meaty men slapping meat. Word to Big E. There was beef in this match. And if you want to know what I'm talking about, for the North American Championship, you had the ruler, Big Femi, versus the Dawn of NXT, excuse me, Tony D'Angelo.
Hey, Tony.
Thick men's going at it.
Woo.
When I tell you that these two men was putting on a show,
Woo.
these two men put on a show. Tony D was like, I'm gonna show you why I'm the Don. Oba was like, I'm gonna show you why I'm the ruler. And when I tell you it was two beef, just they just went in there and did what they needed to do.
Yes.
And once again, I ain't trying to take hits or slams from neither one of them. Never.
And the fact that they can pick each other up is still, I still stare at the TV thinking about it. Like, how?
Because I want to say Tony D is like 6'2", 6'3". Oba is billed at 6'8". And they just went in there and just tossing each other around like nothing. Right. And it was like, what kind of weight regimen are y'all two gentlemen on?
Exactly, because I can't move my washing machine that weighs like 40 pounds.
And they was tossing each other around like it was nothing.
Yep.
And then even the closing moments of this match. Tony D was trying to get inspired by the family. The family was looking at Tony D like, come on, Tony. You can do this, Tony. You got this, Tony. Oba popped up and was like, he can't do this. Stop filling this man's head up with lies. I'm the ruler for a reason. He proceeded to pick Tony D up. Hit him with a massive power bomb. Oba was like, oh, no. That's not enough. Proceeded to pick Tony D up again. Hit him with a second power bomb for the 1, 2, 3, and steal. At this point, Hoomst is taking that belt off of Oba Femi.
Exactly.
Is going to conquer that Meat Mountain. Yeah, I said it, Meat Mountain.
I wasn't ready. That's a whole lot of man.
Now, once again, for this next contest, I'm going to pass it to my co-host. Because for this NXT Women's Championship, we got the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, defending against OTM's Jada Parker. Take it away, Erana.
Now, let me tell y'all something. You're talking about passion? If y'all did not have Jada Parker on your bingo card for nothing, you need to change your bingo card, because that woman right there, she is hungry. Okay? She is hungry and she wants it. And she put it all out there. Okay? Roxanne is a beast. She is a small beast. Okay. She is a little feisty beast. And I was not thinking that this match was going to work the way that it did. I was like, I don't know. But when I say that those women were out there dueling, like I don't think I was breathing some of the time. Like they were out there like, no ma'am. Roxanne was defending that belt and Jada was like, no, you gonna give that belt to me. And Jada was already injured at her ribs. There's no way that I could toss about the little person and be injured too. And that match went on for a long time. I was like, wow, like they are fighting for this belt. Like sometimes when you watch a match, and I know everybody can understand me when I say this, sometimes you watch a match and you go, I know y'all fighting for a belt, but you're not fighting for a belt like you got, like you really, your life depend on it. You need this belt. Those women were fighting for that belt like that. And I loved every minute of it. Kudos to Jada Parker. I mean, I love Roxanne, I do. However, Jada Parker brought it for the lady. She brought it. And she has continued to impress me. It was great. It was great.
Now, as I'm sitting here trying to load it up and trying to get ready, it was one other thing that happened at the end of this match that had the people buzzing as well. Now, it's been rumored, it's been said, but there was only just a glimmer, and I want to say NXT Stand and Deliver. Roxanne was in the middle of the ring, celebrating, holding the belt up, being victorious. And them lights went out. Music hit and came down to the ring was something she wasn't expecting. The one and only Julia. Now, Julia is an NJPW standout. She is one of the hardest hitting Joshi Japanese women out there. And I want to know how that's going to translate in the WWE, because, you know, them Josies be out there hitting each other. Sometimes, you know, Kyrie and Io got to pull back because they realize I can't hit the others like we can how we can hit each other. Hit each other. I got to pull these punches a little bit. Julia made her presence known, but the ever-present, ever-plucky champion was like, look, I have fought in all women, different companies, this company, whatever. You will just be another notch for me. So I'm pretty sure at the next event, we will get Julia versus Roxanne Perez. And it's sure to be another barn burner of a women's match.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the main event with people all come to see, because if you say his name, he will appear, because I believe in Joe Hendry for that NXT championship. All Ego, Ethan Page versus Joe Hendry with Trick Williams, aka Mr. Whoop That Trick, as special guest referee. Fire. I enjoyed this match more than I thought I would. I will say that. I'm just putting it out there. I enjoyed this match more than I thought I would.
That's fair.
What say you, Erana?
I agree. At first, I was like, eh. And then when it got going, I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
Now, with this match, Joe Hendry did win the number one contendership match to become it. And, you know, All Ego, letting his ego shine against all the people. It was like, well, now we need a referee you can't intimidate. We need a referee you can't punk and bully. In steps former NXT champion, of course, Trick Willie. And he was calling it fair down the middle. he wasn't favoring Joe, and he damn sure wasn't screwing over All Ego. Now,
Thanks.
with this match here, it got interesting when they got Trick out the ring. You know, Trick had to take the good old referee bump. He had to take the good old ref bump. And then, for the first time in wrestling history, that another ref came out immediately.
Right.
The shenanigans couldn't shenanigan enough before the new ref came out. And when the new ref came out, All Ego took control, and as the ref was about to count to 3, Trick slid in the ring, stopped the ref, and was like, no, big dog, this is my match. This is for me to call. And as Trick was arguing with the other ref, unfortunately, All Ego got the upper hand by taking Joe Hendry to Dick Kick City. And once he took him to Dick Kick City, All Ego's edge, bam, 1, 2, 3, Ethan Page retains. And it was an exciting match to see.
It was.
Now, of course, being NXT and the way things NXT go, Trick got pulled out the ring by Pete Dunne and proceeded to get beat up on. And All Ego was looking like, that looks interesting out there. Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Right, not my business.
All Ego stands on top, and Pete Dunne stands on top, looking down at Trick like, you'll get it come Tuesday when we go with it. So overall, Leroy Sita, what were your thoughts on NXT No Mercy?
I enjoyed it. It had a lot of fire to it. And you know, I like a little spice. You know, I'm a Southern girl. I like a little spice to mine. And I enjoyed that fire, especially, and again, I wasn't anticipating it, that match. Miss Jada, you brought it, girl. You brought
Miss Parker.
Man, she brought it. I cannot get that out of my head. Like, woo. So, I mean, good matches. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a really, really good event, you know, for NXT and everything. And I really enjoy watching NXT. You know, I was a little on the fence at first. And you recall, you were like, you give it another try. Because I was like, nah. And I gave it another try. And I'm really glad I gave it another try because I really enjoy NXT. And I enjoy those talents. I really, really do.
Well, see, the beauty about NXT, which it was so weird because it took so many people to grasp a hold to it, was this where the next talent was coming from.
Yeah.
And that's what made it so special, because you could see, okay, these were the people who were going to, in essence, be drafted or quote unquote graduate to the main roster and be the new crap of superstars. So that's what always made NXT so interesting, was that you see, okay, he or she is next up.
Yep.
Now, what happens when they get called up, different story, different video. Because I can rant about that all night. But we ain't on that. We talking about Dash and Berlin and NXT No Mercy.
Yep.
Overall, this was a great weekend for wrestling.
Yes.
Last weekend, you had AEW All In. This weekend, you had Bash in Berlin in No Mercy. Next weekend, or this weekend, we got AEW All Out. So us wrestling fans is eating good. We feasting right now on this wrestling content. And that ain't even mentioning TNA and all other places. This is just the big dogs right now.
Right.
We eating good with this wrestling right now. And before I go, I guess it's fair for me to address the other elephant in the room. Now, of course, you know, we got this tag predictions championship, and the results came in, and unfortunately, your boy Scoop Briscoe lost that belt. But it doesn't matter, because like a boomerang, it comes back. As of right now, I'm sitting at your 12-time champ. I'm looking for 13, and it will happen. I don't know when, I don't know where, but number 13 will happen, because I am the best predictions champion to ever grace this channel. So Juggernaut, yeah, Juggernaut, I'm talking to you. Keep that belt nice and warm, because when I come back and when I get it back, I ain't never letting it go again.
You heard that.
You damn right. Shout outs to the other members. Lip Dissel, Jaeger Bombastic, Mr. Fantastic. Shout outs to Less Than Stealthy Ninja's own Erana Sita, one half of the Nerd Terror Twin.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on. And thank you for giving us ladies perspective, because we rarely get that here on this channel. So thank you for sharing your perspective on things.
Anytime.
And then, of course, with the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, any way you want to follow them is the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas across everything. Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. They Googleable. All you got to do is Google Less Than Stealthy Ninjas. All one big word. They Googleable out here in these streets. Now to go ahead and wrap this up, whether you love it or hate it, don't forget to rate it, thumbs up, thumbs down, like, share, comment. Let us know what you thought about Bashing Berlin and No Mercy. After you do all that good stuff, you got to subscribe. Not only you got to subscribe, but you got to hit that notification bell. And after you do that, you got to move on over to the Less Than Stealthy Ninjas, because you got to subscribe and hit that notification bell over there too. It's all one big cycle of family. So you got to subscribe to both of them. Be both of them. Be a part of the T.A.G Nation and the Ninja Village, where all is welcome. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen of the IWC, until you see us and hear us again, love one another, take care of one another, be kind to your mental, physical health, and until next time, don't forget to tag out. Peace.